Hey Taurus, it's Meg with Padmes, and I am doing your love reading for May 21st through May 25th. And we are talking to Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placements, and any cross watchers. We are calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light, because I don't want to talk to anybody else. And energy for Taurus. Actually, we're going to do, you have the Eight of Cups reversed that just flew out. And the Eight of Cups reversed, this, it's reversed. So this is about not being able to let something go, not being emotionally ready to release something. And some relationship. But what we're actually going to do is look at the situation. Then we're going to look at your energy around the situation. Then we're going to look at your person, their energy around the situation. We're going to look at what brings both of you together, what connects the two of you in this situation, and then we're going to look at energy that maybe you don't see coming. So I am going to put this up here because that did fly out before we were even getting started here. But this is the energy of the situation, Taurus. This is your energy around the situation. This is your person's energy. This is the energy that connects the two of you. And this is the energy that perhaps you don't see coming this 21st through 25th around the situation. So let's take a look. So the first thing that we have here, Taurus, is not ready to release something. Someone's not ready to release this relationship, release this connection. There is conflict here. This can be internal conflict around releasing this situation. Yeah, here's the Ten of Cups. On one hand, the Ten of Cups is like complete emotional fulfillment, but also tens are endings. So something has happened to Taurus that feels like there's some internal conflict around what is emotional fulfillment when it comes to this. I feel like somebody is wondering, here's the Ace of Wands. I feel like someone is wondering if there's enough passion in this relationship. I'm not emotionally ready to leave this. I have internal conflict about this, but somebody's wondering if there's enough passion or there's some kind of passionate new beginning that has somebody in conflict because they're already in a committed, emotionally committed relationship. We're going to go around and we are going to clarify all of this too, Taurus, but let's take a look at your energy around this situation. So first we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is sometimes not totally looking out for themselves, not standing with conviction around what it is that they need, what getting their needs met. This is also possibly worrying about other people before yourself, Taurus. And here's the Page of Wands reversed. There's some kind of door that seems like it's closed. There's a lot of wands. Seven of Wands, Page of Wands, Five of Wands, Ace of Wands. Like there's a lot of, oh, I'm hearing procrastination in passion, which is kind of interesting. This could be withholding some passion. Taurus, then you have the Star reversed. This is about not being on the same page. So Taurus, either you're not on the same page or you're feeling like your partner possibly isn't on the same page when it comes to this passion. There's a lot of emotion here, but there's some passion where there's internal conflict around this. Let's look at your person's energy here, and then we'll do some clarifying. So your person is the Knight of Wands. This person is very passionate. And they're also talking about in and out type of energy. These would be, rendezvous. These would be, passionate. I want to say like one night stands, but if you're in a relationship, it's not necessarily the one night stand. It just kind of seems that way. Like, oh, we're hot and heavy, and then it stops for a while. But then when it starts up, it's hot and heavy, and then it stops for a while. That's that Knight of Wands. And then here's the Ace of Pentacles. That's the way this person could actually do it. Like when they're focused on you, they're really focused on you, but then they could be really, once you have that passion, then they're back to work, or they're like focused on work. It's kind of like they're very compartmentalized possibly. And here's the 7 of Pentacles. So here's the 8 of Pentacles and the 7. This 7 is reversed. Yeah, it's like they can switch channels or change really quickly. So this actually feels like your person's energy, Taurus, where they're all into it and it's, you know, all passionate. And then once the night is over, or once the rendezvous is over, they're like back to work and they're back doing whatever it is that they're doing. They're totally focused on something else. Their channel changes. It's like they are just totally compartmentalized. So at the heart of this, the connection, wow, look at all of these wands. The connection is, there is a lot of passionate communication. I wouldn't even be surprised if there's a lot of like sexting going on. There's just a lot of passionate communication, kind of like leading up to these kind of fast and furious, hot and heavy moments. But Taurus, it kind of seems like you want more than that. You want it to be prolonged. You want more attention than that, or you want more connected attention than this person is giving. It's like this person is kind of ADD almost. It's like they're focused and then they're not. And you're kind of closing the door to this. So many wands here. So much passionate energy here. So much fast moving, inspired energy. I do really feel like this is about the physical connection rather than the emotional connection. I feel like the emotional connection is there, but your person just isn't focused long enough for you. You want more focus, and you're kind of like, okay, I'm going to close the door if we're not on the same page with this. Let's look at the energy that's coming toward you, Taurus. We've got Justice reversed, the Magician, and the High Priestess. Okay, this is kind of a doozy because we've got all of our major arcana in the energy that's coming toward you that you don't necessarily see coming. So here's karmic injustice, basically, or someone feeling like they're getting the short end of the stick when it comes to this. Like I've given and given and given, and this person that hasn't given. And then here's the Magician. This is like kind of trying to negotiate the relationship. But then here is also energy that's saying, I'm keeping some things to myself. I feel like somebody, I don't want to say passive aggressive, but I want to say somebody is not giving the whole truth or giving the whole picture of the story, and that ultimately is not working for them. It's not going to work in your favor if you're doing that. Let's definitely get some clarity on this. I'm going to use this one. Some clarification. First, let's get some clarification on the situation, Taurus. Let's see what we got here. This 8 of Cups reversed, not ready to move on emotionally. Yeah, it's like somebody's got, okay, it's like being breadcrumbed, Taurus. It's like this person who's compartmentalized is like giving you this, you know, amazing energetic connection, and then they're taking it away. There's something about being breadcrumbed about this, and that never feels very good. So this internal conflict, this 5 of Wands in the situation, I feel like is you, it could be your partner, but I feel like it's you going back and forth like, wait a minute, but this feels good, but then it doesn't. What's going on? So this 5 of Wands, yeah, this internal conflict is really making you feel betrayed and upset. This isn't what I signed up for kind of thing. And the 10 of Cups, it's like, is this the end? We have this emotional connection, but this in and out kind of passion is not working. Here we have the Justice reversed again. There's some karmic injustice going on when it comes to, I feel like longevity of this commitment, what it is that you actually need from this person. This person just feels distracted. I do feel like the distraction is work, but we'll get down there and clarify that some more too. Here's the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's like they're very focused when there's passion involved. Okay, But aside from that, it's like they're not committing their time. Let's look at your energy here, Taurus. The Seven of Wands reversed. It's kind of like putting somebody else first, letting them kind of get away with some stuff, letting them get away with it, or making excuses kind of for them, or just saying, oh, they have a lot going on at work right now, so it's okay for now. But then it's now becoming a pattern. Yeah, you're like persevering through it, but this isn't really what's making you feel safe and wanting to stay stabilized, you know. Okay, so here is this Page of Wands reversed. To me, this is closing a door. Okay, what's going on here? We have got another Eight of Cups reversed. So we had that up here. It's like, I want to close this door. I'm kind of closing this door. There's some passive aggressiveness. It's like, well, what if I just close the door? What if I don't text them for a while, see if they notice? And it's not that they don't notice. I feel like they do notice, but they just aren't playing the game. And they're keeping you kind of strung along here because they're not playing the game. I'm not even really sure if they mean to be playing a game. Their attention really is just in different places and they're compartmentalized. I don't really feel like they're being manipulative, but they also know that you don't like this. Okay. You're like, we're not on the same page. Yeah, maybe this just isn't the right time. If you're going to be so preoccupied, partner, then maybe this just isn't the right time and you're not ready for this and this isn't happening conjointly here. Let's take a look at your person. This Knight of Wands, they are charismatic. They are fun to be around. They do make you feel good when they make you feel good. So this is passionate, very passionate energy, and it's exciting. Yeah, and they're like, part of the excitement is like it's this adventure. It's like it's the connection. There's some kind of really exciting connection that's, you just trust the universe that this person is like, how could this is different than anything else? How could I be so attracted and so connected to this person? It just feels right. They bring it out in you. Okay, but then, oh, here they are, the Eight of Pentacles. This is them working on something, but I really just feel very, I mean, it's not that they don't want to work on the relationship, but I really feel like they just kind of compartmentalize and they're really thinking about work. They're also thinking about fun. Here's the Sun. They enjoy their job. And so it's kind of like, do you really enjoy your job more than you enjoy spending time with me? And it's almost like they really enjoy both things. So if you want to call it competition, you could be in competition with their job because they really enjoy it. Oh, they don't see it that way. They see that they have a great life and they are enjoying their person and enjoying their job. But they're also like not as committed as you want them to be, is what it looks like. Here's the Seven of Pentacles reversed. This is like them switching channels really fast. Like, I can give you all this attention, whoop, and then somebody calls from work and then I'm out. I'm doing work. So yeah, it's like I don't have to sacrifice. Even calling you a sacrifice is weird, or even calling me having to choose between going to work or staying here for a few more minutes or for breakfast, or I don't even know. But it's like, I don't have to sacrifice. When I'm done here, I go here. When I'm done here, I go here. Like, there's definitely, they're thinking of themselves. They're thinking of themselves. And I kind of get the idea that you haven't had like this huge conversation about this yet. There's something about like, you're keeping this to yourself, Taurus. You're keeping it to yourself, so they don't really know how deep this is going for you. I also feel like there's a little bit of fear about telling them how deep this is for you, because then you would reveal that you have stronger feelings than you are letting them know. It's almost like you're keeping them interested because they don't know if you're interested, but they're not really thinking, oh, are you interested? They're just like, this is great. It's like they're not playing a game really. So you're going to have to kind of be honest about this, but let's see what's going on. We'll get some advice too. But here is this passionate communication between the two of you, passionate connection, right? There's definitely love here. there is love here. I feel like, Taurus, you might even be feeling breadcrumbed or have all this internal conflict and feel betrayed and stuff because you just haven't been honest and you've been keeping some stuff to yourself. Okay, so the energy coming at you that you don't see coming. All right, this justice. This is karmic injustice. This is reversed. It's like you might be having some reactions or throwing some shade, throwing some energy that you don't even mean to be throwing, but you're just having all this internal dialogue going on that they're not even aware of. So this karmic injustice, tell me a little bit more about that. Yeah, you're feeling karmic injustice because they're kind of switching channels. You're feeling like this isn't fair. Why would you be doing this? If you cared about me, you wouldn't even think about this. This is interesting. Here's the high priestess. Like you've been keeping it to yourself. Here she is again when we're clarifying the magician. So the magician is like making words or spells. The magician is creating his future based on information that he hasn't even gotten all the information yet. So be careful with what you're thinking and what you're saying when you don't even know really what this person wants yet, or you haven't been super clear about it, if that's the case, Taurus, because we're going to find out here in a second what is it that they want. So far, it looks like they love how this is going. But let's see. This is keeping stuff to yourself, secrets. Yeah, ultimately, you're like, I'm not sure if we're on the same page. The thing that you're keeping to yourself has to do with, are we the same star? Do we want to be on the same path? What's going on? Like, it seems like there's a conversation that needs to happen here, Taurus. I want to ask how your person, like, what are their true desires going forward? They're like, I haven't really thought about my wishes even. I haven't even thought about my wishes going forward. I feel like part of that is because they've made wishes in the past that haven't come into fruition and they're just trying to like build themselves up. Then I also see the strength card. It's almost like they are afraid to make wishes or they're afraid to say what it is that they want because it's like they think it's gonna, oh, if I don't say anything at all, everything's going perfectly. If I don't say anything, nothing can get messed up. It's like they don't want to jinx it. Okay, so what happens if you say something to them and say, hey, I want more? What's the response? They are fast and furious, storming the castle with the truth. And what's the truth? They want to think things differently. They want to do things differently. They're open to doing things differently or thinking about things differently or planning differently. They're open to seeing things differently or talking about things. This is like them being able to think differently, think about the truth differently. I feel like they haven't made different motions because they haven't been asked to make different motions yet. Right. It's like they don't even, I get some obliviousness here. It's like they don't even realize that they haven't been pursuing you in the way that you need to be pursued. You might have given them the impression that this is the way that this is great. And so they think it's great too. But if you said, hey, I need this, it looks like they would be willing to do that. They would make the decision and they would take it as an offer. So I like that, Taurus. Yeah, let's take a look at what it is they want to say to you. Well, let's just take a look at that, Taurus. What is it that they are feeling and want to say to you? Okay, affection, an open display of love and special attention needs is shown or desired, but it's reversed. So they are acknowledging that they're not showing you a whole bunch of attention or more attention. I just feel like they don't want to overdo it. They're afraid to mess it up. They're afraid to jinx it. And so if you're not asking for it, it's like they're being careful, like you're being careful by not saying anything. They're being careful by not putting all this energy toward you. They don't want to scare you away. Then we get never say never. So if you feel like this person, like if I said this to this person, they would never go for it. They're totally working or in their own world. They're saying never say never. I might want the same thing. I just don't want to jinx it. What else does your person want to say? Ooh. Ooh, you are my fairy tale. I love it, Taurus. Let's take a look at the romance oracle. Calling in Archangel Gabriel, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Or usually, if you feel like it's obvious this person is totally into me because they act like it, and this person is being a little reserved, it's not because they're not into it. There's some other reason, and I feel like they just don't want to mess it up. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. This can literally be children. This can be inner children and what people are bringing to the table from each side having to do with childhood programming. Keep that in mind. Maybe this is how they learned to respond to people so that they stay protected, and they're waiting for you to open up. Woohoo, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This is also having to do with being very clear with your words, Taurus. Being able to say, all right, this is what I want. Don't just decide you're not on the same page without asking first. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, Taurus. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe. Tell me how this resonated, and I will talk to you soon.